Disney can no longer pretend that everything is just fine at that company. After the last several years of disappointing box office results, losing billions of dollars on streaming, losing ground to places like Universal and the theme parks, and of course the cratering stock price, 2022 is the worst year in half a century for Disney, they can no longer pretend that everything's okay. That's why they had to publicly announce that they were trying to cut billions of dollars from their payroll and from their budget, which included firing thousands of people. But if you thought that that was done, if you thought that just because they said, hey guys, our job cuts, they're done for now, we're ready to build the future for Disney, you would be wrong, because there are still more job cuts, more layoffs that are coming down the pipeline for Disney. Take a look at this. National Geographic lays off writers. Disney-owned title will survive on freelancers. So yes, National Geographic no longer has any writers on staff. Not a single one. They're going to be doing freelance stuff to try to desperately keep that alive, that brand alive that they bought several years ago, I think probably in the Fox merger. But it is now a Disney brand, and it's not doing very well, just like the rest of Disney. This is now what they're being forced to do. All across every aspect of their company, they're being forced to make cuts, and in this case, it's pretty big. Disney fires remaining staffers at woke National Geographic, and let's not play around. This is a brand, it's a magazine right now that's overtly left-wing activism. When you look at, transgender children on the front cover, when you look at all the highlights they did of Fauci, it's pretty obvious to see. Today's edition of Get Woke, Go Broke covers Disney's firing of all the remaining staffers at National Geographic. The layoffs were the second over the past 9 months and the fourth since a series of ownership changes began in 2015. In September, Disney removed 6 top editors in an extraordinary reorganization of the magazine's editorial operations. This line's pretty good. Among those who lost their jobs in the latest layoff was Deborah Simmons, who only last September was promoted to Vice President of Diversity, Equity, and Inclusion at National Geographic Media, the entity that oversees the magazine and the website. In all aspects right now, it doesn't matter where you're looking. If you're looking in family animation, if you're looking at superhero movies, if you're looking at the parks, if you're looking at streaming, it doesn't matter where you look right now. Obviously, the chaos that is Lucasfilm as well, Star Wars or Indiana Jones. All across the board, Disney is struggling. That's why they're having to do this. That's why they're still frantically cutting jobs, even now as we speak, after so many people thought that the cuts were over. Disney is bleeding right now, and they are desperate to get their finances under control. They can't pretend like everything's fine anymore. They are forced to do these things. They're forced to remove things from Disney Plus to potentially save $1.5 billion on some sort of tax benefit. They just closed the Galactic Star Cruiser Hotel so they can take a tax benefit. Things are not going well for Disney, all because they decided that they were going to become political activists. They decided that they would abandon their fans. They would decided that their content would not be focused on entertainment, but instead would be about pushing an agenda. And all that has led to disaster for them. Let me know your thoughts about all this in the comments section below. Smash a like button, subscribe to the channel, ring the bell for notifications, share this video out there, and I'll talk to you later.